everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. Back with Angela again today for yet another little project. Well, I've been having lots of fun with my new template kit, and I'm hoping that you guys have enjoyed making the little pockets that we were working on. So we were making this little pouch. That was our last project, and today I thought I would do the other piece of the other sort of project that's part of that template kit, and show you how quick and easy it is to add something in the form of a little folio to your journal. All right, so what I've got today is the other bit that I've been working on, which is this little folio, and so easy to do, especially when you have those templates. So I've just got a bit of a page here that I've folded in half. This could either go onto a page in your journal, but what I would do here is probably put it onto an inside cover, either at the front or at the back. So that is what we're going to do. I also did put it in my recipe journal that you saw me make before. So if I just take off the ribbon here, I put it on the inside cover of my journal here. Alright, so that's exactly the template that I have used from what I created over there. Alright, so let's have a little go at making this again today. And then it would be a lovely addition to any of the journals that you make. So let's get going. Right, so again, today I've used the beautiful papers from chapter 1 called Antique Florals. And they've also just recently brought out the new ephemera kit as well. And I've just printed off and used a couple of the pieces. So this is one of the envelopes. I've double printed that. I've put on the labels that come in the kit and little stamps that come in the kit. This is some other pieces that I'll be using today. It's filled with stamps, labels. I've cut out some of the stamps, very pretty. Some of the labels in different colors. And they all form part of that kit. It's quite a few pages and really a lovely, very complimentary to the pages kit that they did just recently as well. All right, so I'm loving these beautiful antique floral colors and images, really pretty. Okay, so back to what we're doing today. So this is how it would look, as I said. You could open that up. We have the flap at the top, which I've double lined just to give it strength. You've got a flap at the bottom. I'm just making sure I've got this all in there. All right, so I love this because it looks like actual antique fabric, and it is antique, but it's paper. Then I've got the flap on the side here with a little pocket, which I've put on the outside this time. You open that up with there's a beautiful floral image there. You've got the other flap that opens up with a little pocket. And then on the inside, you can put something else in here. Okay, so probably this kind of thing, which I've made to put into the other one. So whatever you want to, letters, postcards, pieces of ephemera, anything you choose to. All right, so that's going to look perfect in the middle there. So we are going to make that. We've got our lovely pockets. We've got our two side flaps like that. We've got our two top and bottom flap, and then it all lies really beautifully and flat, just like that. Okay, so again, nice and thin. So let's get going with that. So I'm going to just put that to the side. What I've done is I have use my template kit, as I said, from my shop. So we're looking at the folio side of things today. So both of these form part of that templates kit. I have then cut those bits out, and here they are. So we've got a side flap pocket, which is, I'll show you where that is when we do it. We've got the main base section. This is the pocket for that. Top and back folio flaps. I cut 2 for each of these, so you've got a lining one and a top one. You can double print this, but most people's printers don't do cardstock, so probably best to cut out, like I've done, paper, I'm using 160 GSM or 60-pound weight, and because I use 2 of those, it amounts to double that thickness, so 320, which is really sturdy. You don't want to go and make this and then they tear, so you want something substantial. These are the Folio side flaps, so you want 2 for each one of these, again double lined. And then this is the base card, and you just want one of these because this is the bit that's going to end up being stuck down. Okay, so those are all the pieces that we're going to use there. So this is the base pocket that goes there. This is the side flap that goes there. All right, or on the inside if you'd prefer. Right, so that's all the bits that you will need for this little project. So I'm going to just put those up at the top there, and as I said last time, I printed this out on cardstock, and you can go and put that onto cereal boxes or anything else. Stick this piece down and cut around it, and you'll have a really easy to use template. And believe me, it is so easy to do this rather than measure out these things every time. All right, so there we have it. Right, so I'm going to get started with the project now. I've cut out all the pieces, very similar to the project I showed you, the finished one. So we're going to just start with the bottom. So I'm just going to put these all aside. So we've got the base piece, the base folio piece there, and that's what we're going to use. And now what I did with the pocket itself, I wanted to reinforce this. So what I tried this time, and I'll just show you the piece so you know, this one here, I actually cut it out on top of each other. So I cut that one out there, drew around that one there, and then I drew on the again for the top piece, just so I could fold it in half. You don't have to do this. I just want something robust, so I wanted to make sure that was quite strong. So I didn't do it with the first one, but when I was doing these pockets, I thought I'd give that a go. So that's what I've done there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick this one together. Just wanted to remember to tell you that I had done that. So I just want to stick this together like that with a bit of glue. Okay. And then I am going to just glue. Now that's the top. This is the top bit. So I'm just going to glue on the edges here. I do a bit of a stitch around in a minute. So that's why I'm not being too precise here with the glue, but of course that's just a decorative feature. If you're wanting a strong glue like this art glitter glue, you don't need to use much of this if you're not used to this. It's a great glue, very strong, and that's why I use the fine point there, the fine tip. You can buy that separately. All of those things are on my Amazon favorites list. I get people ask me about this glue every time I post a video, so that's why I thought I'd just mention that now. Alright, so that's stuck down, and I will do a decorative bit of stitching around there, but ladies, of course, you don't need to do that. Alright, and gentlemen, if there are gentlemen watching me. Right, so then I'm going to just put that to the side at the moment, because this is the base piece for what we're going to use for everything else to join onto this piece itself. So I'm just going to put that to the side for a moment. Now what I've done, we've got the top and bottom flap. I've cut a top and bottom bit here, so we've got this bit for the underneath side, and then we've got that for the top. And again, I will stitch around there. So I have just going to put a bit of glue on here, but guys, if you are not going to stitch around it, then make sure you go right to the edges with your glue. All right, so that's what I would suggest there. Just want to measure this up, and this glue is not very forgiving, so you want to get it right. Okay, so there we have that. Okay, so that's our top flap. When we come back, I will then show you what I do with scoring lines at the end. Okay, so I've got that one, and then again the same with this one. we're going to, and I'm going to hold it in place. Let's just go like that. Because this art glitter glue sticks very quickly, I don't want to get it wrong with sticking it down, and this is just making me feel a little bit more confident this way. Right. The beacon Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 gives you a little bit more time, but this does not. So let's hope I've got it right now. Pretty much. Okay, so there's that. Then we want to do the side flaps as well. So again, this is the right hand flap. This will be opening up there. I put the pink version on the back there, which is just different. I thought I'd try something different. Okay, so again, we just want to put our glue on there, and again I will be stitching around this one, so this is just really to make sure I get it in place like that. How's everybody going? Thank you to all of you that have left such lovely comments and been so supportive and kind, as well as going and buying the templates from my store. You know, you don't have to do that at all, but thank you ever so much. That is very kind and supportive. I do appreciate it. I'm very grateful for all the love and support that you guys give me. I really am. Thank you. Okay, and then this one as well. Yeah, so just grip it there. Okay, so we'll just put some glue on there again. Okay, so as I said, I will be stitching mine, and it's not a must, so don't feel that you have to. It's just part of my sort of thing that I like to do. Right, so we've got that all stuck down as well. And then the last two, same thing. I did a double on the little pocket for the side flaps. So I'm just going to put some glue in the middle there like that. And these ones I won't be stitched, or maybe I will, I don't know. Did I? Can't remember. Right, so we've got double strength paper pockets there as well. Okay guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of stitching. I'll show you what I've done when I come back. It's just around the edges of the pieces that you're going to see, and it's purely for decorative purposes. Alright, if you don't have a sewing machine, it's not the end of the world. Just glue carefully to the edges, and I will see you in a little second or two. Alright, so I have completed all of that. So you can see I've just stitched on the 3 sides here. This side I'm scoring. And then again on that one, and then both of these are the same, just the sides there, this bit will be tucked under, and then on the base I have stitched just around the perimeter there. Right, so we've still got our pocket over there. Right, so now what you want to do is you want to have a look at your mark over here on your piece, your template piece, and where that fold line is, you want to mark that on the edge of your you want to make a little mark where the fold line starts and finishes on both sides. There you want to do the same with this piece over here, so there, and over there you would want to lie that against there, and then just make a notch there and there, just so that you know where the score lines are going to be. All right, so that's what we're doing there, and I have just scored them just to speed things up a little bit. And now what we want to do is we want to fold along those score lines. All right, so you can just take a ruler and a butter knife would do the job. Now I'm just going to fold along the score line, and then just go like that with my bone folder, and the same here. So again, Makes it so much easier when you do that. And then again here where the score line is, I don't know if you can even see that on the camera, I'm going to just fold along that line as well. Alright, so using the templates does make it so much quicker. Of course, you don't have to use those. You can go and do all the measuring and make your own as well. You know, I just like to find a faster way to do things that are a little bit complicated and or time consuming. That's the word really. It's not complicated, just time consuming. So this just speeds it up a little bit. Right, so we've got our one flap going that way, this one goes that way, and then we've got our other two there. So I'm going to start with the side flaps. So I'll take the right hand one. What I do is I'm just going to slide it in there like that. Now you'll see that these are slightly smaller, slightly shorter I should say, just a little bit, so that it doesn't get in the way of the top and bottom flaps. So you'll see you'll have just fit it evenly between the top and the bottom there like that. Okay, so I've got that in place and I'm going to just hold that together. That's as far down as I can push it into the fold line there. And while I've got it like this, this is a perfect time to now put on your glue. All right, so and I do it like this so that I don't fold it over too much and cause it to not lie flat again. This way ensures that it does lie flat again. This is also when I just take a couple of these little clips. You can use paper clips, you don't have to use these. I just like using these because they have got a really strong spring mechanism, and just keep it on there for a while I'm doing the next one. Okay, so I have got that the right way. I just thought for a moment I'd stuck it upside down, because you know that can happen. Right, so now we're going to do the same with this piece. We're going to just slide that into the fold line, and now we just want to match up these two lines here. So that one is going to match exactly there, and that one exactly there. Okay, so we've got it in place. Oops, and now she moves it out of place. Right, so just get it correct, line it up properly. Right, and let's push it down as far as it can go into that fold line. Turn it over and stick it down as we did before. Grab a few more of these clips. I do love these. If you're wanting to know about these clips, they're used for quilting and sewing. But you will find them on my Amazon favorite lists. I did get them from Amazon, so there we go. Those are in place and perfectly matched. Happy with that. So this is the upright position, and I know that from the pocket. All right, so we've got that in place. Now what we want to do is we want to do the top flaps. I'm going to just move this down a bit. All right, and now we want to take, I'm going to have this one as the top flap, and I'm going to do the same thing. Push it into the fold, and then make sure that I've just centralized that. It's pretty, as you can see, pretty well matched. Okay, so we're going to just press that down like that. Okay, and turn it over. Right, and then the same thing, just hold it down with your one hand, and then you're able to now I did actually want the inner flaps to show the pink, but you know, I didn't do that now. But so we've got the floral now on both sides. See, I've even lost my own plot here. Right, so I can take that all off now. Well, let's leave two of these on. while I just talk you through the next little bit. Right, so what I've done now is I've just cut out 2 1-inch circles like that from the paper. It was from the other bit of this that was cut away to the flowers, and then I've stuck them onto 300 GSM cardstock, so really thick cardstock there, and just scrap that I had. Any cardboard cereal box would do, anything like that that you've got, any carton, and I'm going to use those to make the little circles and attach them over there. Right, so what I'm going to do is going to grab my, I am going to use a crocodile this time, because as I said to you in the last video, you can use the little metal brads, and I showed you how to do that in the pouch video. So today I'm going to use the crocodile and the eyelets, but either method would work. So I just want to grab my eyelet box here, and I'm going to just take 2 eyelets out quickly. I think I'll just take these. These are formal eyelets. All these eyelets come from Amazon as well. I've bought the box separately because somebody asked me where did I get them filled like that. I've collected all of these and put them in there over time. Alright, so then what you want to do is you want to find the center of that flower, so that we can just make a little mark in the middle there. So I'm just looking for my pencil. Here it is. So I do that just by measuring the center of the circle, and the board here for me is really lovely to use. So it's just off center with the flower, and I think that one is in the correct place. So then all you do is go and just grab that. Oops. Hopefully we've got that pretty much central. Hopefully. And then the same with this one. Now with this, you can always just put this one on the top here, and draw a circle, and then you know where you're going. The other way to do this is punch the hole first and then punch out your 1-inch disc, so the hole will be in the center point. That's the other way to do it, but I wanted the flowers, so I've gone with this. Okay, so now it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy. Put your eyelet in. So we'll just do that quickly, and then you want to just find your center spot here. So I'm going to just measure it quickly and see. So 2 1/4, I think. 2, and it's about here. So I just want to make sure that that's going to work, and it is. So turn it upside down. I want to just have about a 1/4 of an inch there. So I just go like that, and then you want to just do the same here. Once you've got that in place, then you can just do the same space-wise and just line it up nicely and go like that. All right, and then we are ready to go. So let's just take these off now. Sorry about the long-windedness. I'll probably speed this up. Okay, so we're pretty much done now. So all we need to do is get out some linen thread, and I'm going to go with this one. Right, so I'm taking, let's just see here, about 15 inches in length, more or less, like that. I'm going to tie it around the top here and find the middle point as best I can. Okay, then I'm going to just tie a knot there and pull it to the center as far as it'll go. Now it's stuck on that one, which is great. I like to tie a knot at the end here. You don't have to do that. You can put beads on the end here if you wanted to, little tabs, whatever you choose, like that. And now I'm able to tie that up. So what I'm going to do now is, oh, I haven't put on my little, I've got my little pockets for the inside, so we're going to stick one there. Let's just do that, the pockets down here. So let's just try that again. Right, so 2 inches from the bottom. So there we go, 2 inches there, like that. Right. I knew it was going to catch me at some point. Okay, and then I've got this one, and we just want to put some glue on there again. Fabulous. Right, and now we'll just do the same over here. So 1 and 2. Okay, lovely. All right, so you can decorate this if you want. What I like to do is, I've been using some of my typewriter words, so I quite like Floral Fantasy or Happiness Is, whatever you, Carefree is a lovely one. So you might want to put that down here. You might want to use a stamp or something like that, and there's some beautiful stamps in the ephemera kit, so that would look lovely over there. So let's put one of those down, you know, or even a label. You can decorate this as much as you want to. So I'm going to just put this little label in because I think it looks lovely. Just like that. And these pockets are now double lined, so they're lovely, very well reinforced. I've got the little Carefree label. I'm just going to sort of distress that a bit. Okay, and then okay, so you can do as much as that as you want. So I won't do too much of that now. And then all we're going to do is stick in a few bits of ephemera. So this is from that ephemera pack from chapter 1, the antique florals. So I'm loving that. And I had a little card that went in the back, antique florals, like that. And I've just printed on both sides. So you can easily write on that. That I'm going to put, I've stuck a little stamp on there as I showed you earlier, so that's in there. Then I've got these 2 bits that I'm going to put in here as well, so we'll put that one behind and this one in the front. Okay, and then I've got some other bits and pieces here, so some labels and other chapter 1 labels that I had, and stamps and things, so you can just put a couple of those bits in there. Like that, and then a couple of bits on this side as well, and you can fill this up as much as you choose. You know, you could even put more tags in if you want. I've got more tags here as well, so if you felt like you wanted to put in something else, go right ahead. It's up to you. You know, I was quite happy with those. I thought that was enough. So there we have it. How gorgeous is that? Right, so push that one down, push that one down, that one down, and that one down. And then you just tuck your little tie in, and you're done. All right. So I hope that that's been enjoyable and fun. Really quick and easy. So we've got 2 of those. Really enjoyed doing that. I like using my templates, as you know, and I do think these would make a great addition to the inside cover or the back cover of your journal. If you follow along with this, when I do the recipe journal, probably next week, this will be one of the projects, because this goes into the inside cover as you've seen, and the little pouch that we did last time, that goes in the back. So 2 of the projects are done and dusted. So hang on to these ideas for when we go and do that project. Okay, thank you everybody so much. I do appreciate you spending time with me as always, and your gorgeous comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support as always. And until our very next video, I'm going to say stay safe and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.